Hi, this is Laura here at Kennicott Brothers Wholesale.
And I'm Donnie, and we're here today to talk to you about the proper care and handling of Cymbidium orchids and Dendrobium orchids.
Now, the first thing you're going to want to do when you receive your orchids, both Dendrobium and Cymbidium, is get them out of the box. This is going to make sure that you don't have any condensation going on in here, you don't have the plastic doing any damage to your blooms.
You're also going to want to store the box. If you can't process your orchids right away, you're going to want to store the box in a cool environment as possible. 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit is ideal. When you're ready to process your orchids though, dendro, you'll remove the water tube and you'll submerge the orchid stem in water for about 10 to 15 minutes. When you're through submerging the orchid, gently shake them so you don't damage any blooms, and give the orchid a cut about a ½ inch off the bottom of the stems with some scissors or a knife. Now what you'll want to do is place the orchids directly into cold or tepid water. The optimal temperature will be between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now, one very important tip when you're dealing with dendro is you're going to want to make sure that there is nothing below that water line, no foliage, no blooms. Even if you have to adjust the water level or even pop some blooms off the bottom, you don't want anything below that water line but the stems.
And if you'll be storing the orchids before you start working with them, it's a good idea to keep them out of direct sunlight or any drafts or air vents as the orchids can tend to dry out. A way to keep them from drying out is to mist them daily, and that helps keep them fresh until you're ready to work with them.
Now, when it comes to Cymbidium orchids, we're going to be looking at a very similar set of rules. You're going to want to, again, get these out of the sleeves as soon as you can. You're going to want to take about 1/4 to a ½ inch off the bottom. Now, the important tip with Cymbidiums is you're going to want to make sure that you put them in a tall vase. This is going to make sure that as they hydrate, all the water is going to get up to every single blossom and you don't end up with any dry, dead blooms at the top of your stem.
I think that's about it for us today, and thanks so much for joining us to talk about Cymbidium and Dendrobium care.
If you have any more questions or for more information, feel free to go to kennicott.com. Have a great day.